Welcome to my factoring part 2 video. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you watched the factoring part 1 video, which means you have a basic idea of what the terms factoring, factor, and diamond problem mean. In this video, I'm going to go through a step-by-step example of how to factor. So here I have a typical problem that you're going to get, and it's just a polynomial, and the only instructions are factor this polynomial. When the instructions say factor the polynomial, that tells me that I'm going to be using factoring. My first step is going to be to make a diamond problem. So I draw my diamond, and 20 is going to go on top. 9 will go on the bottom. And I ask myself what multiplies to 20 and adds to 9, because that's what's going to go in these sides. So 20 is 20 times 1, but 20 plus 1 is equal to 21, so I know that's not it. Can also get to 20 with 10 times 2. But 10 plus 2 is equal to 12, so that's not going to work. 20 is also 4 times 5. And 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, so that's going to work. So that means I'm going to rewrite my polynomial as x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 20. Notice what I had on the ends didn't change, just what was in the middle. Your next step is to undo with a box diagram. This is exactly what we were working on yesterday in class. So you'll recall from my last step I had x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 20. I draw my box diagram, put x squared and 20 here, and then 4x and 5x here. And it actually doesn't matter the order. You could put 5x in this box and 4x in this box. It wouldn't make a difference. The only thing that does make a difference is where you put x squared and then the term without any variables. So then I'm going to undo the multiplication. I think of it as looking for what the two boxes have in common. So to figure out what would go here, I look at what x squared and 4x have in common. That's an x. Then I look what 5x and 20 have in common. That's a 5. Then I look for what x squared and 5x have in common. That's an x. I look for what 4x and 20 have in common, and that's 4. If you have another way to think about it, that's fine. This is just how I think about it. Well, now I have x plus 4 on top and x plus 5 on the bottom. That means this polynomial is equal to x plus 4 times x plus 5, which is my final answer. I could use a box diagram to check and make sure that these two binomials really do multiply to make the polynomial I started with if I wanted to check my answer. I'd like you to please continue on to the factoring part 3 video.